Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brews and Blades, another one of our little special edition shows. This is a Hinderer focused one because I have four of them here, and that is never probably going to happen again. And also, a couple other Hinderer design knives I have here. So I thought it would be a good time to do that. But we're only going to do this for about, the first maybe a little less than the first half of the show. And then going to show you some other cool new stuff coming up, but I also have a really cool idea I'm going to give you guys a preview of, and that I'm going to put a video up about tomorrow. But here we go. Hey, Jocks Knives. Hey, Jonathan Watson. Hey, Bob B. Penny Ripple. Yeah, you say you're not into Hinderers, Bobby. You know what? I was going to save that for a bit, but you know what? I said that too a year and a half ago, and now four of the six on this table are mine. So, yep. There we are. Yeah, B.D. Swain. R.I.P. to Black Mamba. Yep, Kobe Bryant. That was sad. Uh, Jeff Anderson says I like the premise of Hinder, but not sure it's worth going above 505.624. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm going to show the beer first though, because I always forget to do that. Using my USA made blade koozies because it's one of the best place to buy Hinderers, so it makes sense to do that. And I'm gonna open it with where is my bottle opener? You know what? I took it downstairs, so we're just gonna use a Swiss Army knife. This is actually it's actually my dad's old one. Um, so I carry it sometimes. I don't very much because he passed away. So, but let's pop the sucker open. There we go. Doing the Guinness tonight. So yeah, it's kind of cold out. Wanted a Guinness. So I'm frozen up on my screen. There we go. I'm using my LTE because I will admit I have the Royal Rumble paused in the background, so I didn't want to burn up Wi-Fi doing that. So my data just reset yesterday. So Lambert Pan says, "Don't tell Metal Complex, but I like your XM18 better." So do I. But it's all personal taste. So yeah, let's get into the Hinder stuff, and then I've got an idea for a two video series that is either going to be the most genius thing I've ever did, or it's going to totally backfire and bite me in the ass. So we'll talk about that as soon as this is over with. But yeah, this is my XM18. This was a gift from an amazing viewer. He commented on it, so I guess I can say I don't know if he's on here. His name is the very crafty D's Nuts 97, but Emilio is what we'll call him from here on out. Really great dude, and yeah, he just gave me this, and then these are both his. Also, he sent them to me to do some work on, and he let me keep these this copper spacer and or copper filler and copper clip. So yeah, it looks even better now than it did before. He sent it to me with it came looking like this. This is a base Hinder XM18 slicer with just a black G10. I have all the parts to turn it over, like to turn it to this back again if I want to. But I'm really unsure. Let's go through all the other knives and then we'll talk more about it. Um, he sent me this one to configure just like this and oil it and stuff for him. I haven't done that on this one yet. I did this one today. I just got these yesterday. Look at this thing. This is a 3-inch spear point, and he's got the Hinderer one on here. Oh, Colin Fitzpatrick. You see my email with the Adam last week. I did not. Email me again, and I'll email you when we're done here. I'm going to be sitting in front of the computer for a while watching wrestling. So, yeah, this is a pretty thing. The flame anno, no filler tab, and the clip. Oh, it came out really nice. This is really good. I don't like the 3-inch XM18 that much. It's actually probably my least favorite Hinderer, but this one I really like. I think it's that spear point blade. Maybe the finger choil is a bit more generous, something. But yeah, really liking that. And then this is my Eclipse 3-inch, which I very much enjoy, S35VN. And one of my favorite knives that I own, this is the ZT0562 Tie. Really awesome. And this little thing I picked up on a whim. I was at a knife shop locally, and I probably overpaid for it because it was a small little knife shop, and I'm sure I paid more than MAP for it. But this is a Kershaw Ember, and And just a reminder that Rick Hinderer designs tiny little knives too. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, Creeper says if that were a 3.5 inch, you'd be holding that one more. Yeah, I don't. That's why. So here was the process with my Hinderer journey. I said I did not like them at all. Jay Strongbow does, "Oh, okay, P-51 Mustang looks like either a P-40 or an A-10." Um, but, the Mustangs never had the tiger's teeth on 'em. Uh, but anywho, yeah, my journey into Hinderers was I didn't want Hinderers at all. I didn't like any of his designs when I first got into knives. I liked sleeker, thinner kind of stuff. And then I figured out, you know what? Um, should probably get an XM18 because everybody's had one. It's about great they are. So I got a 3-inch XM18, actually configured exactly like this, but the 3-incher. And you know what? It just didn't connect with me. I don't know. I just didn't like it that much. I didn't hate it or anything. It was a nice knife. I really appreciated how it was made, but it just didn't do anything for me. And I said, well, I need to get a 3.5. I think maybe I just got the wrong size. And then somebody said, no, just get an 0562. And the 0562 Tide had just come out. So I got that. And that kind of scratched my hinder itch for a while. And I really liked it. And then I wound up getting a half track, the full tie half track. I really liked that too, but it was the full tie USA made exclusive. Thank you guys very much for kicking in too. I really do appreciate that. Free state and everyday city carry. My boy Ray. Um, and then it was just too much money to have sitting around because it was like the most expensive half track, and I let it go, and I missed it, and I had this, and this is also a 3-inch Hinderer, so I let the more expensive one go, as you do, and then I was pretty happy with this pairing, and then somebody gave me this one, and I freaking love it, but I am of a hello, Neves Knives. Hey, Zach. Sorry if I'm not saying anything. I'm kind of looking and talking at the same time, so it's always kind of hard. Um, I am of two minds of what to do with this. So I really love the way it looks right now. I really do. It does weigh like almost 7 ounces. I think it was 6.8 ounces. It's kind of heavy. These scales are gorgeous. I worry about scratching them up, but on the other hand, they still make them, you know? So it's not like you can still go to DLT Trading and buy them, so not the end of the world, but, this was given to me. I wanna kinda hand this knife on to my son, so I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" But I really wanna use it, and I can't afford just to buy another XM18 user. So, I thought about switching it back to the way it was and just using it and putting these scales away in the safe. Instead of making the knife a safe queen, just make the scales and the clip and stuff safe queens. Or, I don't know, I might just use it. In the wintertime, I carried it the other night, I just stuck it in my coat pocket, I don't, like, put it in my pocket, so the weight doesn't really bother me because it's just sitting in my coat pocket. I always have, like, a big knife in my coat pocket and then a smaller one actually in my pocket during the winter. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna switch it back to user status with this way or if I'm gonna carry it like that, putting the scales away and putting all the stock stuff back on it and just using it. So, but I and the other mitigating factor is I have the 0562 tie, which you can tell is based off of the XM18. So maybe I should just not carry this and just keep carrying the 0562 tie, which I love. I may even like it better in some ways than the XM18. I don't know. I can't decide what I'm going to do with it, but I do really want to make sure that my son winds up with that someday. So we will see. I think I'm definitely going to use it. I just don't know in what configuration. Am I going to use it like that or am I going to use it like that? It's tough. And what's funny is that, yeah, Emilio sent me this knife and these scales again. So like I'm gonna make this one look like that one, and then I may make this one look like that one. Really, it's confusing. Yep, all the rambling YouTubers are present. Yeah, you were already here, Ray. Sorry. Hey, Big Red, what's up? Duh. Yeah, everybody's here. Um, just a bit too big for my pants I wear to work. Yeah, you have to wear a uniform, so I'm not gonna read your comment aloud, BD Swain, but I think I kind of agree with that. Rick Hender is a little fella, but I would not tangle with him. Um, We got already 78 on here. Cool. I guess not everybody's wrestling fans, huh? I thought everybody'd be watching the Royal Rumble. I thought tonight would be a flop. So I'm glad that we have 80 people in here. That's cool. That's more than I expected. These super chatters, if you want to kick in a few shekels, we always do appreciate that very, very much. So yeah, but yeah, Hinderer does design a whole ton of stuff for Kershaw and ZT and everything. There's a whole bunch of them. These are just the only two. I thought somebody mentioned the cryo. I honestly thought that I had a cryo, but I do not. I know that I did at one point. I think maybe I gave it to somebody because I thought I had a cryo. This is a super popular one from him and Kershaw, and it's a great knife. So for a budget knife, if you don't mind assisted and all that stuff. But yeah, I again, I said it was probably less than a year and a half ago. I said I missed or that I had no interest in Hinderers, and now this has happened. Except for yeah, two of these aren't mine, but yeah, I still got a lot of money's worth of Hinderers laying around. So thanks, Big Red. I appreciate it. I didn't know you can do little motivational stickers like that on there. That's cool. Um, yeah, I have the Royal Rumble paused in another window, and I'll go back to it as soon as I'm done here. But Libya says you see Hacksaw Jim Duggan at local cons and attendees with kids. I think I met Hacksaw. Yeah, I met quite a few wrestlers actually. A lot of them do stand up or do events at stand up venues, and I'm usually working at them, so I get to see them. And I know Dolph Ziggler, pretty well, and Trent Beretta. Actually, Trent Beretta actually lives here. Trent Beretta lives about I don't know a mile from me, and then who else? Oh, Raven worked with Raven a couple times, and I'm gonna be doing something with Jr. Big old Jr. By God on St. Patrick's Day. I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be fun. And AE dubs in the town the next day, so that'll be fun. But enough wrestling talk. Uh, but yeah, I just always thought Hinders were just too overbuilt. We're gonna use the stock XM18 because this is by far their most popular one they've had. This is the slicer grind, by the way. They also come in the Spanto like this and all kinds of stuff. They're really heavily built, and I just thought I didn't need that overbuiltness. But you get it in your hand, and you're like, man, that just feels like I could I could do a lot with that. It's just confidence inspiring. He's a former firefighter. They're designed, for those kind of people, for first responders and stuff, and they are built exquisitely well. Just exquisitely well. Bob, I thought they were too overbuilt too, but once if you just get one and use one for a while, a lot of them aren't. Especially like you look like the Eclipse. This definitely doesn't feel too overbuilt at all. This just feels like a maybe slightly heavy 3-inch knife. Blade stock's pretty thin. You know, it's just basically a super ultra thick liner lock. Um, I really like this a lot. It's definitely. I think this is maybe my favorite Hinderer that there is. And what's cool about Hinderers is they make them your own, and as you can see from these two, you can. And what's neat is these aren't none of the parts on either of these knives are quote unquote aftermarket. They are from Hinderer. They're Hinderer parts. So Hinderer makes all kinds of stuff for everything. I do wish, if you watched this, Rick, um, hurry up and do something with the Eclipse 3-inch. There's not much out for it yet. I want different scales. I wouldn't mind maybe some standoffs depending on what color scales I get. It's about the only complaint I have about the 3-inch is that I thought that aftermarket parts will come out sooner than they have, and they have not. So, um, and, first Hinderer Fuller's spear, great action, great in the pocket. I'm hooked. Yeah, once you own a Hinderer for a while, you do kind of want another one. They are a problem that way. The half track warning Bob does look very, very cool. I desperately, desperately, desperately want that. Um, Libby, hey Slicer, you're done with the Terminus. Yeah, it's actually in a box. It's going on tomorrow with all the stuff that I sold today. By the way, it's a knife sale video. There's still a couple, three things left. Um, so check that out. I did have someone rudely point out, one guy nicely, one guy rudely, the rudely guy is no longer part of the channel. They didn't like the price I had on that on the copper natives. Well, I knocked 10 bucks off of Blade HQ's price right there on Amazon for $49. I don't price check every single place before I price a used knife. If I don't sell that one, honestly, I don't really care. That was one that I almost took out of the sale a couple times anyway, so whatevs. But sometimes people just have to be rude in the comments and try to prove they are smarter than you are. Well, they're not. I have a hide user button. You can disagree with me all you want, but you start cursing at me, bye-bye. Don't need to deal with that. How much is the half track warranty? I think they're 375 or 425. Yeah, you're right, Matt Baker. Yeah, this one's 375. The Eclipse is 375. Does the Hinderer Eclipse come in a 3.5 inch? And if it exists, why don't you have it? It does come in a 3.5 inch, but it's different. It's a generation before this. It's actually a quite different knife. This is a this is the first generation. This is they either call it the Hinderer 3 inch or Hinderer 3 Eclipse 3.0, one or the other. Um, the Hinderer 3.5 inch Eclipse is the previous generation. I'm not even certain that it's the tri-way pivot, which is another thing we didn't talk about. The cool thing about Hinderers is you can open them up and switch them to bearings or phosphor bronze washers or the Teflon washers, whichever you want. Hinderer caught a lot of crap for a long time. I'm gonna hold this one up because it's the prettiest one. For a long time for not going to Teflon, or he stuck with Teflon washers for a really long, long time. And then finally, when he switched, he made it so that you could just choose your own adventure. They come shipped with the bearings, but you can take it apart and switch them to the others. I joke that he finally gave in and decided to give everybody the bearings that they wanted to give them the better action, but I think he said, "Damn it, you're gonna get the Teflon washers in the box where they want them or not anyway." So it's kind of just how I feel like. Um, I'm sure that's not how it happened, but it is a very innovative little design that you can just run it on whatever you want. And it's pretty darn cool. All of mine run on the bearings. They always will. You can tell on the flipper tab, I have a little tri-way thing on there. Yeah, all of them got all these are current generations, so they all have the tri-way pivot thing on there. See you later, Ocon. Sorry I didn't say hello. Didn't know what you're on there. Hey, Matt Baker. Oh, which ones are better? Oh, the bearings. It's so much better on the bearings. I mean, if you are working in um, dirty environments and you're worried about that, run the phosphor bronze or run the Teflon. But for 99.9% of human beings, run the bearings. They're so smooth. Like I just serviced this one. So even with this pretty small blade, the action on them is just amazing. It's just fantastic. I'm gonna stop touching this because it's making me want to get another 3-inch XM18, and I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Hey, Mikey. Guess what? Chicken butt. No, you guys are such grown-ups on this channel. That's why I love. That's why I love you. I don't know why I blocked that, David. Love Hinders, but just can't justify the money. Yeah, and that's the thing that people used to say is that ZT made better Hinders than Hinderers did. And I've held some older Hinderers, and I would have agreed with that back then. But these new generation ones, I'm not going to say they're worth the money. I mean, base XM18 now is what? I think I have it open on here. I meant to leave it open so I could see. That's a Slippy. They're like what, 425 now for a 3.5 or something like that. And yeah, 425 for a 3.5. Is it worth that? Yeah, I don't know. But they are really, really well made. It feels like 325, or 425, but that's up to you. Oh, cool. You got on the waiting list for a Skaha. Congratulations. That's gonna be a long 15-month wait. I'm not being snarky. He said it was 15 months. I'd rather pass on two $200 blades and get a Hinderer. Baker says, "Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they are really nice. I definitely really like Hinderers a whole lot. And like I said, I don't know how I'm wound up becoming a Hinderer guy, but but I have. And I got to meet Rick at Blade Show, and he was great, which makes you feel even better. And I love this thing. This thing I will never get rid of. And I didn't have to pay for it because some lovely, 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 lovely viewer gave it to me. I used to complain that I don't get as much presents as all the other channels do, but I'm not complaining about that anymore. That one box he sent me was a year's worth of presents easy. So I'm never gonna complain again. I got some other ones I'm gonna show you here shortly. Um, Eric, get the Spidey Chef. It doesn't disappoint. It does not disappoint. No, the Spidey Chef is awesome. It is very, very nice. Buck say, but it seems they're also have Hinders. Who are I don't I missed where you said who that was. Buckeye Bushcrafter. That's always sold out. Yeah, get USA Mayblade. Always has them. Go to USA Mayblade. I think it's definitely the best place to get Hinderers. And Woody is awesome. They're gonna honor everything, any problem that you have, which you're probably not gonna have one. I've heard stories from him that they have bent over backward for people who were just clearly ripping them off, and people took care of them. And you do Anno stuff, so you can Anno things like this one I told him send me whatever. I really wish if you've seen one of these eclipses with the black G10 and the Anno liners, oh my lord, it looks good. Oh, thanks, Scott Simmons. Appreciate it. Flying Tigers makes me want to go back to the sandbox and call in air support. Burp, burp, burp. Yep. I heard that noise a whole lot working at Pope Air Force Base and going out and on the range and watching them destroy tanks and everything. It was a lot of fun. Missed the Shogun by a few seconds. The Shodan, yeah. Sorry about that. Stuff goes fast on those sales. That's fine. Look at the knife sale down below. There were more knives that I was going to put up for sale today, but I give Patreon supporters first shot at them and sold 3 of them. So Patreon, any level, you're going to get at least 24-hour early access. This one, I think, actually, people got 3 days early access. So Matt Baker says Tanto PM2. Oh, yeah. I'm really excited about that one. I've already reached out to 3 different places to make sure that I'm on the list to get one as soon as possible. I'm going to buy one, which is fine, but I just want to make sure I'm on the list. Sure that one is held for. Yeah, it's hollow grind. It's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, and we're only, is it over here? We're only, I think, right now, two Patreon subs away from a Patreon exclusive giveaway, which is a USA Made Blade exclusive knockout with M390 blade. This is only for the Patreon guys, so check it out. And I know some people got mad when I did that, but I do a lot of other cool giveaways. That's fine. I can do one for them. And I'm coming up on 12,500 subs, and there's going to be a huge one for that. So don't get worried, and that'll be for everybody. Should I get a Fuller spear point or a skinny no choil slicer from DLT? You know what? This is the first time I saw the Fuller spear point, and I really like it. I don't know. I really like the look of it. I don't know what I'd ever do with a Fuller. You can open it with it. Look at that. You can't open it with it. This isn't my knife, so I haven't been fiddling with it a whole lot. But I don't know. I think I'd get this one. I think I'd get that because it seems like the forward choil is like much more generous. It depends on what size you're getting to. So, and it's the skinny. I think it's just as skinny as the skinny. Let's see. Yeah, they look about the same to me. Grind's higher, obviously, but I guess it wouldn't be if these were both 3 inchers. I don't know. I think I'd get that. I want to try one of these. Gal came home. Time to do shots and scarf dinner. Have fun all. See ya, night squats. Shots and dinner. You must be Irish like me. Does he do the cinder? Didn't he do the cinder too? Yeah, he did a whole lot of them. The little bitty one's the ember. So yeah, it's a cool little thing. And sometimes being me, because I am pretentious and OCD, I carry these 2 together because they're both Hinderer designs and both made by the same company. I like my knife companies to match. So if I'm dual wielding, I'm often carrying 2 Spydercos or whatever, or 2 Benchmades or whatever. I'm weird like that. 2 TRMs, whatever. Just ordered one of the Knife Center exclusive shamans. Really looking forward to finally owning a shaman. Yeah, those do look pretty cool. Those are pretty awesome. I don't do the exclusives much anymore because I don't like chasing stuff. Did get a silver barracuda spider monkey from USB. Oh, awesome. Yeah, those look cool. I really like my carbon. I think I'm actually going to be mailing my spider monkey to USMA Blade this week because I can't stop looking at pictures of the carbon fiber spider monkey with the bronze anno liners and all the bronze anno hardware. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. What's your favorite announcement from SHOT Show? Um, hmm. I'll answer that and then we'll get off the Hinderer portion. What was my favorite one? Uh, I really like the Wee knives, the new Todd Knife and Tool Wee. I don't remember what the name of it. Whoa, the root kit. That looked really cool. I know there were other ones I liked better that were kind of budgety. That the Spider the Spider Co Tanto PM2. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely my favorite. Yeah, definitely that favorite. Hey, Therapeutic Edge, how's it going? We're gonna put the Hinderers away now. We did our little Hinderer portion. That was fun. I have to gently put these somewhere because they're not mine. So, and one is mine that I don't want to get scratched up. This one, I can throw it across the room. It'll be fine. Uh, I'm not going to. I'm just saying I could. There's lots of things I could do, but I mean, I can change my own oil, but I don't need to do that. I can pay somebody $50 to do it. So let's bust out some more knives. Got lots of cool stuff coming up on the channel. Yeah, I already showed you most of it, but we're gonna start out with one that I have a crazy idea for, and I want to do this early while there's still a lot of people on. So, in payment for doing some work on some knives, the aforementioned Emilio sent me this. This is a ProTech Emerson CQC4 or CQC7 Auto. Sorry, CQC7 Auto Tanto. It's got this the finish on the blade, the black handles. It's pretty awesome. It's a ProTech. It's amazing. It was sealed new in the box when I got it, and I love it. But I live in New York State. I can't carry it, and I already have a token auto that was a gift also from him. And it was a gift, so I'm never gonna get rid of it. And I love it. And if I'm gonna have one token auto that I'm not allowed to carry outside of my house, I'm allowed to own them. I just can't carry it unless you're hunting or fishing. Um, this will do me for my token auto. I thought about putting this next to my bed and being like my tactical defense thing, like oh, if somebody breaks in my house, the sound of it opening will scare them off. Probably will scare them off more because I'll be running out at them naked with a knife in my hand. That'll probably do the trick. But that's not a good fate for this knife. It's too good for that. It's too good for that. Value on this, it's like 175, $200, something like that. But I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. I want you to trade me something for it. And the important word in that is I want you to trade me something for it. Doesn't have to be a knife. I will absolutely, definitely take consider knives and trade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an official separate video up of this tomorrow because not everybody watches the live shows because they're long. But between now and let's say, am I doing anything next Sunday? No, we can do it then. Next Sunday at noon, which I don't know what the date will be. That'll be out in the full video. Email me with, has to have a photo included. Email me, slicydicey75@gmail.com. Email me with a photo and a description and maybe even a little story about what item you want to trade me for this knife. Whatever, whatever, anything. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be equal value. It just has to either be something I desperately want or something that just makes me laugh and I have to have. So just something weird or something really cool. one or the other. And I'm gonna do a video and show what I want pictures because I'm gonna show my top 10 offers that I got. So I'm gonna do a video of my top 10 offers that I got. And don't put them in here. Email them to me. Don't put them in here because and you got to send a picture. So I'm just gonna put my top 10 offers that I got, and we'll have a laugh, hopefully, and I'll pick something, and we'll trade it for this brand new Emerson CQC7 Auto. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see. But yeah, it's let me look up and get the exact value on it right now, just so I can let you know. Like I said, I don't really care if it's equal value exactly. It could be sports memorabilia, it could be whatever. Just something that interests me. Yeah. In this exact configuration, yeah, 225 bucks is the value on it. So, like I said, there'll be a more official video out on this tomorrow, but I thought it would just be I just thought it'd be cool to, you know, give you guys a chance to, you just try and make me laugh and or send me something really awesome. Maybe it'll be something really like touching and heartwarming. Who knows? But I just think it'll be fun. So if it goes well, I'm probably gonna do that like every couple months. I will admit, I got the idea from a car channel that I watch. Samarak did it with he had a Range Rover with a blown motor, and he did that, and it was the video was very entertaining of all the stuff that he got offered, in trade. So I thought, let me try that with a knife, and I've got this, and I can't carry it, and treating me this for the that I did was way overpaying me. So pass it on in a fun, stupid way because I enjoy stupidity. Stupidity's fun. Um, I got the Delica, so the bar is I would not accept a Delica and trade for this. No, no, no. It's a Protec CQC7 Auto. Yeah, I just went through a whole thing. When we're done, you can go back. But yeah, people have an opportunity to trade for it, so we'll leave it out here. I think it's going to be fun. I hope. I'm looking forward to getting emails that make me laugh. So, and I'm looking forward to the serious ones too. So, oh geez, what did I knock over? Knocking everything over here tonight. Oh, I knocked over a bottle of pills. So here's some other stuff that you guys have seen already on the channel, I think, but I want to pull out again and talk about. I did unboxing of these 3 budget knives, and I've already done my reviews. Or no, I guess I just did first impressions of the Ferrum Forge, didn't I? Yeah, I think that's all I did on it. We'll have that up soon, but bring these out. These are things you're going to be seeing this week or the next week and a half or whatever, week to 10 days, I guess I'd say. Libya says would love to enter in the trade arena, but I also live in New York State, so I have a token Boker I got for Christmas. Yeah, the Kalashnikovs make excellent token automatics. If you live in a state where you're allowed to own them, carrying them, they're inexpensive. The action's great. They're a lot of fun. And I had one for a long time, and then I sold it, and now I've got the embassy. So this is my token auto, which I would never pay this much for an auto, even though they're not horribly expensive, but it was a gift, so I will keep it for Evs. Nerd, the knife, not you. No, it's me too. It's me too. What's your least favorite locking mechanism? I don't know. I haven't had any that were really horrid. I mean, I don't know. The popular ones, it depends on how they're executed, I guess. Chronic, bolt lock. Which one's the bolt lock? Have I tried that one? Oh, so far I'm not a fan of the CRKT deadbolt. I've only had one of them, and I wasn't really into it. But the it was sticky, and I thought it would go away, and it didn't. And I sold it before I gave it a chance. But I am going to try to get one of the Clever Girls because that looks like more my size and my speed, and actually spend some time with one. So padlocks. Yeah, the deadbolt is a great idea. And once they get it right, I think it's going to be really good. But on the initial, the seismic, yeah, it didn't blow my skirt up that much. What is the most restrictive knife laws? And I'm not gonna read that. We don't need to put political labels on people. Uh, what is this supposed to be? This is the Chronic. And then they said at SHOT Show, they are going to do a front flipper version of it, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, this is cool. This has seen some pocket time the last couple days, faux show. Ergonomics on it are not, they're not bad, but they're not awesome. For my hands anyway. That little corner right there, you definitely are aware of its presence, put it that way. But this blade is just holy crap, slicey. Holy crap. And Baker says Civivi needs to do a frame like they do. They're called Wheeze. I want to try the Parascale. I don't. I saw that and I was like, no, 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 don't care about that. Andrew Tool says most restrictive knife laws usually come from wives. Yep, that's true. Need a dimple on my wallet. Yeah, but now you don't even need the wallet. Now my computer remembers all my numbers and all that stuff. My phone remembers all my numbers, and all I got to do is look at my phone, and it unlocks all my passwords, and I can just buy stuff without thinking about it. Jacques, somebody already asked that, but I would say it was. I'm looking at something else here. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. The PM2 Tanto that I think they only showed on that Blade HQ video. I don't think they actually. I don't know if they had it at the booth or not. I already saw it before in person, but they had it at Blade Show and they showed it to a couple people, but it wasn't the same as it is now. But that and the Wii rootkit, the TKT one, are the two that I want. Matt Baker going to AEW Wednesday. Cool. I'm gonna be going day after St. Patrick's Day, and I think we're doing a show with JR, so I think we got front row seats for freeze. So we will see. When is your EDC channel launching? I'm not going to actually do that, Ethan. I kind of ran a poll with everybody what they wanted me to do. Thank you for asking that, though, because I hadn't officially said that. And everybody said they'd rather just see the content here. So instead of having a second channel, you're just going to get 2 videos here every now and then. 2 videos a day, here every now and then. So you'll get an EDC video and then a knife video. And some days you may just get an EDC video. We'll see. But I thought the PM Time. No, it is definitely not Ben Simmons. No, it is not a Blade HQ exclusive. It's everywhere. They just only showed it on their thing. They would be insane. Is that the Three Rivers Neutron second from the left? No, this is a CRKT Thero, which actually, when you look at it closer, you will see looks nothing like a Neutron. Oh, second from the left. This is a TRM. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. That was rude. It is a TRM, but it's the nerd. It's the tiny little one. Perspectives and all that stuff. I will say one that I want to highlight. This CRKT Piet, and I don't care if people call it Pete. I think it's Piet. I don't know. We'll find out. But this thing is freaking awesome. I really like it for $28.95. It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. Very, very slicey. Don't even mind that it's HCR 13 because it's such a cheap knife, and the ergos are excellent. It carries great. I mean, $28.95, and it's got recessed screws in the deep carry clip. Like, that is just awesome. And the ergos, I said, are good. No real sharp edges, maybe a little bit because it's plastic, but it's not like bad. And it's really good, and it's broken in well. I've been carrying it. I did that with that unboxing of budget ones on Friday, and that's pretty much all I've carried since then. You can Spidey flick it and all that stuff. It's been really awesome. Doesn't weigh a thing. It's a really, really cool knife. Very, very much. It says, oh, somebody asked what I thought of the CRT Tuna and Sketch. I don't remember what the Sketch is. The Tuna is the next one I want to get, though. That's the next one I want to try. But I have this. Oh, I have another CRKT. Where did I put it? Oh, this is another thing that got sent along with Emilio's Hinderers. He wanted me to check it out. I've never heard of this one before, and I will preface this by saying this knife is not my thing, but a lot of you guys are hunters, so maybe you'll have more of an opinion of it. This is the CRKT Monashi. It came out later last year. Kind of a rubbery thing on the handle. It's got the field strip tech. Still 8CR. I really like that blade shape. It's very big, and it has very pronounced finger grooves, which I don't like the very pronounced finger grooves. I think if this had a regular handle, I'd probably really, really like it, but, I don't know. And it's only tipped down. It's just right hand tipped down only, so the least popular way to carry a knife. But I get hunting and down maybe whatever, but the field strip would be nice for a hunting knife, though. It's supposed to be a folding hunting knife, so whatever. It's not really in love with it, but, have you ever tried the CRT Homefront? Yes, I do believe I reviewed that. I'm not sure. Says, "I did see a Florida X did I see a Florida X18 in the thumbnail?" Yes, this is, Kyle Roberts. It's not mine, it's just here for work. It's visiting for to get the scale swap. It's pretty cool. I do like that. Someone asked me if I got another one, if I get that or if they should get that or the slicer. I think I might get that over the slicer. I'm not sure though. I do like the look of that new Civivi. This one, yeah, this is really cool. The Chronic is pretty awesome. I can remember the name now. I don't know why when I ordered it, I kept saying on like 2 live shows where I'm like, "Well, I know I have another Suvi coming, it's called the" and I would just brain fart and could not remember what the hell it was called. Totally screwed me up. Mm. Brian, what wheels should I get for my '03 G35 Coupe 6MT on Laser Red? I don't know. Um, I'm a big fan of For the Money. Enkai's are pretty darn nice, and they're not too expensive. Or Sparco's too. Sparco makes some really cool looking wheels. Is the color laser red? If the color's laser red, if you have a red car, you gotta go gold wheels. There's just no other choice. Let's go and see DT. They only bought 3 knives to SHOT Show. Guess pay more attention to Kershaw. Yeah, it definitely seems that way, doesn't it, Ben Simmons? Yeah, it definitely seems like they are paying a lot more attention to the Kershaw. I will say I've been enjoying the holy hell out of this little Archbishop, this mini Archbishop. This is a really, really cool knife. And I was wrong in the video. I said it was carbon fiber laminate. I misunderstood what they meant on their site. It's just this carbon fiber overlays. I have taken this apart. So they are pure carbon, but they overlay on top of a titanium liners. Yeah, but black roof, so I think the gold will clash. Nonsense. Just put something else gold on it. Put some gold stickers on it or something. Uh Ryan Ron says, is the 9CR18 gaining any traction? It seems to be. It seems to be that they're using it again, so that's good. Um, I know Ferrum Forge basically demanded it, and then instead of D2, and then now they have the what is it, the Odium, which is extremely similar to the Mini Archbishop, but it has contoured G10 handles instead of the carbon fiber flat handles. What else we got? Did I miss any here? Let me scroll back up. I'm sure I missed a lot. CRT and Nara. I don't know which one that one is. There were so many things at SHOT Show this year. I just don't know. I did not go to SHOT Show because I hate Las Vegas with the intensity of 1,000 suns. So I would refuse to go. Couldn't be enough to go there. A Blake show. No, there we go. See you, Cauldron. Have a good one. Zach Stuff says Vegas was fun. Yeah, you have a different taste in fun than I do. I used to have to go there for like 10 days a year, like all at once, like a 10-day stretch a year. And man, I could not stand it. Ooh, Shberkarov Stritz. I actually know what that one is. That is a very nice knife. I don't mind the heat. The heat doesn't bother me. The things that bother me are like the show I used to have to go to was in the Sands, the same place they do SHOT Show. I'd stay at the Mirage across the street. I could literally look out my hotel window, see where I was walking to, and it took me 45 minutes to get there. And I was like, screw this. This is ridiculous. And then everything's expensive. Every place you walk to, it takes like 15 minutes to get out of the damn hotel. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. And I had a bad hip at the time too. So all those years I was going, I had a bad hip for several years. Finally cleared itself up. Ben Simmons says the debauchery in tourism. The debauchery is kind of gone. There's not really that much debauchery in Vegas anymore. It's just tourism and fakeness and overpriced stuff. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes to get across the street. Yep. I can't do that. I get so mad. Matt Baker says Winton 96, cocaine was a hell of a drug. Yep, that was definitely still in the end of the cocaine years. Cocaine's not really a thing anymore. I guess Wes says my old roommate goes every year for a bike show. He owns a bike and ski shop. He doesn't go for that bike show anymore. They moved it to Reno last year, and now it's just purely canceled. They don't do it. It was Interbike. That's why I used to go to, but they shut it down. That's one of the main reasons I don't go to Comic Con anymore. That and they tightened down restrictions on press badges for bloggers. Tool says walk the strip once felt kind of dirty. I never felt dirty. Really digging that Ferrum. So is that Civivi is called a chronic? Yes. Yeah, now it's meth instead of coke. They upgraded, downgraded. Shock Knife says, "How's the Gulf dealing with winter?" It is dealing awesome with winter. With those blizzards on it, it is doing great. I'm hesitant to look underneath it though because I was mad last night and they put speed bumps on our stupid the street, the like connecting street to my house and getting to the highway, and freaking homeowners association there like made them put speed bumps in and they're way too big. And my car's not even lowered. And I freaking nailed one. I was going so if you go really fast, you can kind of jump them. If you're going like 30, if you just go the speed limit, you can kind of jump them. And if you slow down to like 20, then you roll over them. But if you're going like 27, I learned it goes bang, and I haven't had the heart to look underneath it yet and see if I damaged anything. It's driving fine, so I'm just gonna figure no news is good news on that front. Mark Golsey says you need a truck, sir. I live in the city, man. It's impossible to park them. That's the only reason why I really want an F-150 or something of some kind, but I wouldn't be able to park it. It'd be impossible. I'm moving to the suburbs though. Hopefully this year. If I move to the burbs, then I might get one. Yeah, Doc. I know all that. It's just, but it also these are not. I don't think they were professionally installed speed bumps. Is what I'm saying. They're just big asphalt like humps, not your normal speed bumps you see. But I was flying down the street the other day and I realized that I forgot they were there again, and I went whoop, and I just jumped over them. So I realized, oh, if I just go like 30, 35, I can just whoop over them. But I was going like 27, and I went. I was like, ah, damn it. Get a Forerunner, best vehicle phone. Forerunners are pretty cool. Drew Boleen says you probably just scraped off the rust protection. Why did? For some reason, YouTube held that comment for review. What the hell? Sleeping policemen call them in the UK, which I think is the best name for a speed bump ever. That is hilarious. Sleeping policeman. Mikey Rasmus, buy a Tesla. You know what? It's not impossible that I would buy an electric car because I put 6,500 miles on my car last year. Like I live in I'm tailor made for owning an electric car. I should definitely have one, but I don't. Cybertruck, if I was rich, yeah, I would totally get a Cybertruck. I think those things are cool. I don't care that they're hideous. I know it's hideous. I will not argue against the fact that it's hideous, but I love it. I love its hideousness. I just think it's so hideous that it's cool. You're gonna feel like you're driving the Halo game. Yeah, I would. I'd get a little like fake blaster pistol and point it at people on the road. I'm sure I wouldn't get in trouble for that or anything. Uh, let's say, BD Swaim. No, I don't want a truck with an engine that big. If I bought an F-150, it would just be the 6-cylinder turbo, the what EcoBoost, whatever the hell they call it. Um, Small block actually, Chronica L does not indicate cubic inches. I don't remember what it is. Somebody explained it to me once, but no, you can't have a 445 small block. It's still technically a small block. I think it's more is it the length of the block or something? I don't know. It does not indicate engine size. Small block, big block does not indicate the cubic inches. Um, yeah, deck height. That's what it is. Good, good one. Good one, BD Swaim. I knew somebody would save me out. Just make sure you carry that auto knife with you when you do. I've never left the house with an automatic, officer. Hopes for Blade Show. That my comedy show gets sorted out and sells out. That's my number one hope. I think that'll happen. And for knives, I don't know. It's a little bit too early to know. I don't have any insider knowledge on any new stuff, so I'm sure I will closer to the show. But right now, it's a bit too early to ask that. Off topic and free to ignore, but thoughts on nicotine salts as opposed to free-base liquid. I just use a regular liquid. I don't use the salt, so I have no opinion on that. Maybe a micro Crooked River. That would be great. That would be very, very good. Slicey wants that Rex 45. I don't buy sprint runs. I'm not. That is my New Year's resolution. That's my life-related New Year's resolution. Is I'm not going to buy any sprint runs or limiteds. So I have one coming. I guess you could call that. I have a Brian Nadeau Void coming. I guess you could call it limited edition. Just one and done. But I'm not doing that this year. I'm sticking with production stuff. So I do already have reserved for me a Mannix 2 lightweight in the new Spy 27 because that's production. And was that the only Spyderco I asked him to hold for me? I think that was the only one. How did you feel about the Nitro V and the Perpetua? It seemed pretty good to me. I mean, it wasn't the hardest stuff in the world. I would put it like, yeah, S30V-ish? Somewhere around S30V-ish. If you remember the Spyderco market on Facebook, you would know why sprint runs irk some folks. Ben Simmons says, yes. It's just the resale prices just go insane. And I don't keep them. And when I buy a knife, I like to at least think that I'm going to keep it. So, it's just, that's why. And I have a ton of Spydercos, and I like the ones I got. So that is one ugly beast in the center. I definitely agree with you on that. I didn't order this one. This one, some nice gentleman sent to me to see what I thought of it. And my thoughts are awesome blade, except for that it's 8CR. But and I like the field strip stuff, but yeah, my fingers are too skinny for this. Like, look at how far apart. If I use those finger grooves, look how far apart my fingers are spread. USA made blade exclusives, Hinderer and Southern Grind. USA, if it's already a Hinderer and it's really exclusive anyway, then yeah, I might do that. And also, I don't mind getting stuff like from companies like USA made Blade, or what's another company, Knife Center. They're exclusives because they reorder them. They always do. They always reorder them. So I don't mind that as much. But sprint runs, I'm definitely done with. And the one and dones, batch runs and stuff like that. And like TRM, yeah. They come in batches, but they always make more. You know what I mean. What do you recommend, Kapara versus Spidey Chef? Depends on what you, if you want, which dimension of slimness do you want? Do you want it slim? The only one I have handy is the Kapara, but do you want it slim this way or do you want it slim this way? And do you want a compression lock or a frame lock? Other than that, I don't know. I like the Spidey Chef a little bit better, but that's just me, but not by much. It's like by a skosh, maybe a skosh and a quarter. So a Shaman Knifeworks Rex 45 diamond wood. No, I don't really, I'm not too interested in the wood one. I have one Shaman, which also is right here, and it's the base one, and I'm good with that, honestly. I think the Shaman is overpriced. I think honestly, the Rex 45 like sprint run is a much better value than the standard one. It's like what, $3 more? Yeah, get that if you want to keep it, but you won't because you'll get it and you'll say, I'm gonna keep this forever. I'm gonna keep this forever. And then you're gonna look online and you're gonna see them going for 350 bucks and you're gonna sell it because that's what everybody does. Everybody says that they're gonna keep them and they don't. So yeah, Rex for price 210. Yeah, so it's like what? That's like $6 more than a standard one. So, but once they're gone, everybody's gonna sell them. As soon as that button says out of stock and they're not coming back, they're gonna be gone and they're gonna be 350, $400. I guarantee it. So we're gonna wrap up here. I just want to reiterate because I'm giving you guys a bit of an early start on this. I'm gonna do an official video tomorrow, but this, if you guys weren't here earlier, this is a ProTech Emerson CQC7 Auto. Got it in trade for some work. The work was really easy. I can't carry it because I live in New York State, and I was just gonna put it by my bedside, but it was the home defense kind of thing because the thwack would scare people or whatever. But you know that's it's not a good fate for it. So email me with trade offers, and I mean anything, not just knives. Knives are definitely welcome. Slightly maybe even preferred, but send me pictures. Also, just offer me anything. Make me laugh. You might win just by making me laugh. And then next Sunday at noon, I'm gonna show you my top 10 best offers that I got and pick the winner. So go do that. Make sure you send a picture. Funny, real. No, it has to be real. It has to be a real, genuine offer. If I take you up on it, I'm not sending you this until I get the thing that you offered. I'll specify that in the video tomorrow. But because it's not like you guys can't find me. But yeah, it's I think it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I do want some weird stuff. I'm not saying I'm necessarily gonna take the weird stuff, but I'm a weird guy and I might. Could be, I keep saying sports memorabilia. It could be just a funny something. It could be a non-material thing. It could be whatever. So check it out. The email is sliceydicy75@gmail.com. It is down below. But yeah, start sending your offers as soon as you want to, but make sure it has a picture, make sure it has a description, and it'll help if it maybe has a little bit of a story to it or something like that. I have no firm criteria on this. It's just gonna be whatever I get the most amusement from or want the most. The value of this is about 225 bucks. So keep it somewhere around in that sort of range. I meant something I have that is sort of stupid and funny to send you. Oh, I bet lost. Yeah, just email me at slicetoday75@gmail.com. But can it be something I don't have? No, you have to have it because I'm saying I'm not sending the knife till I get it because I don't want people to like. It could be it. You could offer me like a really shitty car. I don't know. I'm stupid with cars. Who knows? But yeah, I just think it'll be funny. I think it'll be a lot of. I think it'll be a lot of fun for everybody to see. I'm just going to show the top 10 on Sunday. Unless I get a lot of really awesome ones, maybe it'll be top 20, but I think it'll be fun for everybody. And if it goes well, it's probably something I'll do every couple months because I think it's a really funny idea that isn't mine. I saw somebody else do it, and with a car channel. And this is either going to be one of the best couple videos that I've ever done, or it's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So we'll see. But I hope you guys have a good one. I'm going to leave and go watch wrestling. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. See you later.